Well, is Australian rock legend John Farnham guilty of exploiting his fans? I say yes, indeed he is. In fact, he's nothing short of an expert at milking his most loyal followers of their hard-earned cash. And before you start thinking that I'm joking, consider this. In 2002 and 2003, John Farnham personally embarked on a massive media assault. He was everywhere. He was on every news program and entertainment show around, and his message was very simple. Come and see me live, because it's the last chance you're going to get. And in typical Farnham fashion, he laughed about it, he joked about it, he jumped around like a small kid on red cordial. Then he went on to charge premium prices for seats at this concert. And just for good measure, he even named the tour The Last Time. And of course, as he wormed his way around the country in his big top tent, his fans were in tears everywhere he went. Even the man himself wept on stage in between performing his many hits. And in hindsight, I have to wonder if he was weeping tears of guilt, knowing that he was actually deceiving so many thousands of loyal Australians. His Last Time tour remains the biggest grossing tour in Australian history. So many Australians wanted to witness this little piece of musical history. Many fans even went to see multiple shows, believing this was indeed their very last chance. And all the while, Farnham promised that this was the absolute last time that he would tour. So imagine everyone's surprise when, a little more than a year later, Farnham began another concert tour, this time a 10-date series, starring alongside Tom Jones. And that's exactly the point when Farnham began playing with words. "This isn't counted, it's not a solo tour," he told reporters. And now, the ultimate betrayal. Farnham is touring the country with his Live by Demand show come September and October, and he's been quick to argue his way out of any wrongdoing. Over the past week, he and his manager have done some seriously pathetic backpedalling. Wheatley, his manager, told reporters that Farnham had never ever claimed his last tour was going to be his last. Can you believe that? It was called The Last Time, for Pete's sake, and furthermore, Farnham absolutely did say on numerous occasions that this was it. Now Farnham is trying a different tact. He now says he hasn't been misleading his fans at all, because the new tour won't take in such large venues like his previous concerts. He now claims that when he said his Last Time tour would be his last tour, he meant it would be the last time he played such large venues. Is anyone else shaking their heads? What's got me is that the media are laughing along with all this. They seem to be patting him on the back and saying, "Ah, Johnny, you're a funny old thing, aren't you?" But in fact, this is far more serious. Companies selling vacuum cleaners aren't allowed to say that their product can wash the dishes if it's not true. And if they did, then they'd be in some serious strife. It's called misleading advertising. So why on earth is everyone treating John's new venture as a joke? He made an incredible fortune from his Last Time tour and the CD that went along with it, which, by the way, was also called The Last Time. Now he's promised fans he'll be releasing another CD just in time for Christmas '09. John Farnham has deceived the Australian public big time, and it's no joke. It doesn't matter how much he and his manager play with words, they have exploited fans by charging them big bucks with the promise that they were coming to see this man for the last time. Now, I like John Farnham's music, and I have to admit he's a great entertainer. He's also a pretty funny guy. But he has some nerve. Sadder still, the public are letting him get away with it. There has been no backlash, and everyone seems content to conveniently ignore the fact that Farnham has made himself very rich through advertising untruths to the Australian public. Well, I am one outraged Aussie who isn't so happy to sit back and forgive such a dishonest and manipulative stunt. Shame, Johnny. Shame.